morning, everyone. How's everybody doing? This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. How are you all doing today? Well, today is another overcast and snowy day, and I don't want to look outside. I just don't want to. So, here's Miss Lilybell, who's sleeping away. And Jonah is over in his hut. He's got his back leg sticking out and his tail. I guess he's not sure whether he wants to be inside or outside. So anyways, okay, I am working here on my Autumn Lady. And as you can see here, I've been changing the colors. So now I'm going to work down here. So I started it right here. And I'm going to just continue working. So how's everybody doing today? Well, I'm cold. I'm freezing. I'm just, my hands are so cold, like they're just white. I can't seem to get them warm. It's terrible. I'm looking forward to the end of all of this. Now, we're supposed to get warmer weather. Well, it is starting today. And, but it's coming up slowly. And it's not warm enough for me. Like, I'd like to see double digits for high temps for March. Yeah. But I know that's not good for the snow melt. So, it's not very good. And we have a lot of snow to melt here. Absolutely. It's just, oh, I've just had enough of winter. Absolutely had enough. So I think after this, I'm going to see about pulling out the vacuum cleaner. And it depends on how my head feels. Because my head's not feeling that great. And I got pain down the side of my neck. And my eye there, especially my right eye, is like there's daggers going in and out. So, not very good. Not very good. So, I want to try and vacuum up. And if I can, I want to wash the floors. Because my floors really need it. And I want to make stir fry for lunch. I've been saying that for the last week. And then I want to, I don't know. I'll see if I want to bake some cookies or something today. I'll see. I don't even know what kind of cookies I want. Yeah, I'm not sure. I am not sure. Or if I'm going to maybe make a cake or something else. I don't know. I have no idea. It's, yeah, so I know I could make oatmeal cookies, but I don't know. I don't know if I want oatmeal cookies. Or maybe I want to make some bars or something. I want to do something. But we'll see. We'll see. So, I started watching this show yesterday, and it's on Netflix. with an X. And it's called Archive 81. Now, I've heard from a few people who say it's not worth watching. But you know what? I happen to like it. It's a mystery within a mystery. And within a mystery, I think. Like there's 3 overlapping stories that are going on. And it's an 8-parter. I just finished number 2 this morning. So I'm going to start number 3, episode 3. And it's different. And but it's a great acting by the lead character. I don't know what his name is. Can't remember. But anyways, he's a black guy, and he is so good. This is the first time I've ever seen him on, on a TV series or movie or anything. Now, he might have been, and he probably has been, because he's got great acting skills. But I don't know. I don't know what he's been in. But he's very good. Very, very good. So, I think his name is Mahmood, something or other. So, yeah, I decided there wasn't anything else on. And it had been calling to me since it came out. But I just kind of put it off. And I started watching it, and I'm glad I did. Now, it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but I happen to like it. So I don't know if there's going to be more to the series, but because I haven't gotten into it, so I don't even know how it would tie in to another one. But yeah, it's very good. Beautiful countryside, and I don't know where that is. In a way, it almost looks like southern Ontario. Because it looks like the trees and everything else that are there are from, well, maybe not quite. They changed the lines there as to what is southern Ontario and what's northern Ontario, which doesn't make much sense. Because they've got places like Barrie, Ontario as northern Ontario, and that's not. Like, I would say from North Bay up or Sudbury up is northern Ontario. But yeah, so what y'all doing? Been all having a good day, which is stitching. If you started anything new, this design here is it's Autumn Lady, but it is also known as Celtic Autumn by Lavender and Lace. And I got this through VIPcrossstitch.com. And I had done Celtic Spring as a counted one years ago, years ago, when they first came out. And but since then, there's no way I can do a design like this, complicated, from paper. I can't follow paper stuff like that. I just can't. It's too hard on my eyes. It's just very difficult for me to focus. And this is so much better. And yeah. So yeah, but I'm getting along. Has anybody else started this one? Has anybody else changed the colors in one of their Celtic ladies or seasonal ladies? Or has anyone changed the colors, done a conversion on a different project? You know, because I'm curious about that. And if so, where did you get the conversion? Did you post the conversion? So sometimes conversions are just, oh my gosh, they're just unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, like this one here, I like. There is one that I wish that they would do a conversion on, and that is, I don't know who it's by, but it's Lady of the Flag. I think that's what it is. But of course, it's got the U.S. flag, right? And so I would like to see it where it's Canadian flag. And because that would be awesome. But I have yet to come across a conversion on that. So, but there's probably many others. Like I know there are, I did designs years ago, counter cross stitch, when I could still do it. And they would have American flags on it. And I would do my best attempt at converting the American flag to the Canadian flag. And sometimes I failed, but yeah, other times it was okay. So, but yeah, I kind of wish that designers would not do solely from one country, or at least put in alternatives, conversions, anything, you know, because that's just, there are more stitchers than just Americans out there, you know. And I know that all of you in the U.S. are extremely patriotic, extremely so, whereas we in Canada are not so much, but we are still patriotic people. We just don't show it. We don't need to be waving flags and doing, you know, parades down the street every second weekend and you know, and all that kind of stuff. We don't do that. We don't do that. And as far as I know, the UK is the same way. But oh well. Oh my goodness. Here. So yeah, so otherwise not much else is happening. Miss Twinkle Toes decided she was going to get me up at, it was 3:45 the new time. So from now on, when I say it means the time that we're in now. Can't stand this time change. Oh my gosh, I wish they would just stop this time change. It just affects both human and animals. It's awful. It's just awful. But yeah. I know they needed it years ago and after the war to help with harvest. But that's before the tractors had all these lights on it and farming machinery and everything else, you know. It's it really needs to we need to just stay at one time, you know. Never mind all this time change garbage. And I think I speak for a lot of you on that, because I've heard from a lot of you who just absolutely abhor it and how bad it plays on your system. And it does with me, for sure. So, but yeah. So, anyway, I listened to my audiobook yesterday, Help for the Haunted. And it's really good. And don't get scared off by the title, because it's not just, it reminds me, that the parents reminds me of oh, what are their names? Oh, I can't remember their names. I can see them. The Warrens, Ed and Lorraine Warren. And because they were demonologists, as are the parents in this case. But that's who it reminds me of. But the thing is, it's not just the story about their lives, but it's about the daughter who is who's narrating this. So it's from her point of view. And how she feels and you know. So it's Help for the Haunted isn't just for the ghosts or spirits, but it's also for the daughter, who is also haunted by her past, haunted by the death of her parents, haunted by what happened. So it's just multifaceted. So it's actually, it's pretty good. I would suggest, though, listening to the audiobook if you can get it. To me, it's much better. Much better. I don't think I could follow it reading it, especially not with my head being like it is. So, but yeah. So otherwise, not much else is going on. So I'll see about vacuuming first, if I can take the noise, and I'm not sure I can. No, you know what? I think I'm going to put it off for one more day. I can't take the noise today. I cannot take the noise today. It's just too much. So, No, I think I'm going to put it off. No way. Not the way I feel right now. So, but yeah. So yeah, then I'm going to maybe, well, first of all, I'm going to close these curtains up as soon as I'm finished with you. And then I'm going to, I want to get my stuff ready to do my stir fry. And I will get that ready. And yeah, just see how my day goes. And that, but not much else. I got to take the garbage and recycling out a little later. Again, it depends on how I feel. Because this morning my eye was just it was just going like this, and I had daggers in my eyes and all of that. Like, it's, oh gosh, just awful. So I want to thank you all for posting your lovely progress pictures on my Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. It's wonderful to see how you guys are all doing. Now, I know there's a whole bunch of you that are continuing to work on ET. I had to put ET down because, for one thing, I couldn't look at all those colors. And also it, I just couldn't, it was just too much for me right now, so I can't look at it. But I'll pick it up at a later date. That's okay. That's okay. So, but, yeah. So not much else is happening. It's just quiet and peaceful, and I haven't noticed if there's been a decrease in the number of vehicles going by here, because of gas prices. So have you noticed anything? Has there been any kind of a, that people are staying home more rather than going out and driving? And that. Well, I don't drive very much anyways. So I just maybe take Susie out once a week, maybe. Sometimes it's a week and a half or 2 weeks. I just have nowhere to go. It's just, I don't need to get groceries. I don't have to go to the post office. I don't have to get anything at the hardware store. There's just nothing. But I am looking forward to warmer weather so that I can get out there and walk. I want to get out there and walk. I'll get my buggy out again, and I will just, I will just go and walk. I think for the first 3 or 4 trips, I'm not going to do very far. Excuse me. Until I get myself used to walking again. Because I don't walk very far here. No place to walk to. So, but yeah. Oh, I had this weird dream last night. It was really odd. I had this dream that Lyle and I, we were together in an old pickup truck. Old pickup truck. And I had been someplace and I had just picked up a few things because we didn't have very much money. And so then Lyle said, oh yeah, well, I got to stop here. I'll be a few minutes, so just wait. So I didn't see exactly where he went off to, but I just kind of stayed there. And then it got to be a little while, and then it got to be a little while longer. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what's taking him so long? And so I got out and I walked around and all that kind of stuff. So then I got back into the truck and the half ton, and he came and I said, so where'd you go? And he said, I went into that arcade place. And that's something Lyle would never do. He would never be in a place like that. But anyway, I said, oh, really? And he said, yeah. He says, I've got some sad news. He said, I was betting in there. And he said, oh, I lost. I asked him, I said, how much money? You know, I don't know, win, lose, whatever. And he said, I lost. And I said, so how much did you lose? He said, $260. I thought, holy shit. Sorry. And I just was like, what the heck were you doing? And so anyways, he said, yeah, he said, I lost $260. I was like, ah. And I said, here you are, you're complaining about me that, you know, I can't spend $5 on something, you know. But that was the way that he was anyways. But anyways, then we took off and he said, I got to stop in somewhere else. So we drove around and he stopped and got out and he was gone again for a while. And so I got up and I was looking in various stores and that. It was like a main street. And then finally he showed up and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry I'm late. And that he said, I lost again. I says, oh my gosh, how much did you lose? He said, $236. I said, oh my gosh. I said, $500? $500 that you lost in one afternoon? And then he said, well, yeah, but then it was that there was one guy, he had run out of fuel. And so I filled up his tank in his big truck. I said, how much did you spend there? He said, $1,900. And it was like, oh my gosh. But that's the way that Lyle was. It would be, he would spend money for others, you know, and just waste money. And that, it was just an odd dream. Now, I know part of that has to do with the audiobook I'm listening to, because with the arcade and the truck and that and driving around and that's all part of the book. So it must have been intertwined with that book. So, but still. So, oops. But yeah. It's just funny how dreams, like you work on stuff or stuff weaves into it what you've done throughout the day or whatever, and it was just an odd dream, that's all. Because it was something that Lyle never would have done, was to get into, go into an arcade. And there's no way he would have spent $1,900 to fuel somebody's truck up. Not at the expense of us not being able to fill up ours. So, but, yeah, but I think it kind of goes to, Lyle was always one for get rich quick, fast, get rich quick schemes. He would fall for anything. It would be, it was awful. And then he'd get mad at me because I was getting mad at him. And what do I know? And I don't know nothing about that stuff. And no, just leave me be. I can do with it as I want. And then he's, yeah. Oh gosh. In a lot of ways, I miss him. It's hard to believe that it'll be 14 years this August that he's been gone. 14 years. It's just, wow. I know, Jackie, that Albert's been gone for 20 plus years. Can't remember what year he passed away. Maybe it is 20 years. I don't know. So, but yeah, so I guess this is it. Some days I just don't have much to talk about. But I want to thank you all for joining me. All my new and returning subscribers. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. If you'd like to comment down below on how you found me, where you're from, how long you've been stitching, anything along that line, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. And please go to the Facebook page, Stitching in the Interlake, and there you can post pictures of your whips and that. And you will find in the description box below any information there that you may need. So like my email and Facebook and what I'm working on and that. So yeah, so I'm going to continue this, but I'm also going to go and start getting my stir fry ready because it takes a while to cook. So, and I have to do a lot of prep work. So, anyways, okay. So, thank you very, very, very much for taking time to spend with me and Miss Lilybell and Jonah, who's in his hut. So thank you again. So I pray that you will come back tomorrow. Please consider giving me a thumbs up. and hit the the bell, the notification bell, wherever wherever that thing is. Oh my gosh. I never know where that thing is. But anyways, it's there somewhere. And then you'll be notified whenever it is that I post a new video. If you've come over from Laura's YouTube group, Stitching with Laura, thank you very much. And thank you, Laura, for sending people my way. And if you've come from Natalia's YouTube group, Lovecraft Forever, thank you for coming from there. And if you've just found me wherever, thank you. Please consider sharing with your friends in your Facebook group and whatever group that you're on. So, but yeah, I just think it's my headache. It must be a migraine again. So, anyways, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Miss Twinkle Toes, herself Miss Lily Bell, and Jonah over in his hut. So please join me tomorrow, and I will be on again with another video, God willing, of course. So have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloodles, everybody!